back to the Trifecta podcast.
What's up, everyone? What is happening with everybody else? This is episode 2 of the Trifecta podcast. You are here in TaylorMadeBoi. I'm here as usual with Sincere B and Ridge 1167. Gentlemen, what is happening?
What's going on?
What up?
Glad to be back again.
Yeah, let's do this.
How y'all week been so far, man?
Oh man.
That's all you can say, right? Oh,
That's
shit. It's been that kind of week, yo. Oh, man. Yeah, it's been rough, man. Not feeling well, usual stuff, man. But, hey, I'm still breathing. That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
What about yourself, brother?
Man, sleep always an issue with me.
Yeah, that's understandable. Brother like me been on vacation this whole week, so I've been chilling and relaxing to the utmost. All right, so this episode we got 4 topics that we're going to touch on. First is going to be with the Brock and Goldberg match coming up tomorrow night on Survivor Series, and then we're going to kind of touch bases on the Nintendo Switch. Then with Thanksgiving being next week, we're going to talk about, food that we like to eat on Thanksgiving, but then also the topper on top of that, man. I think we all would agree the family members that we do not want to be around on Thanksgiving. I think that should be a really interesting one to actually touch on, man, because I'm pretty everybody in the world has one family member they do not want to see or be around on Thanksgiving. It is an absolute given. So we're going to save that topic for last, but first and foremost, as we all know, for any wrestling fan, we got Survivor Series that is tomorrow, but then also tonight we got the NXT
Takeover.
If you have not checked out NXT, man, the NXT Takeover events are the shit,
dude.
Without a doubt. So,
you ain't lying.
It is one of the greatest things that you can absolutely watch. However, we're going to let Sid start us off with the Brock Lesnar and Goldberg and kind of give his opinion on what he feel about it, and as usual, we'll just chime in whenever.
Well, I really just want
to go ahead, brother.
All right, so I really want to not really talk about it, but yeah, I guess I want to talk about it. But at first, I didn't want to see this match. I didn't want to see Goldberg. I didn't want to see Brock wrestling, and even though I was a huge Goldberg fan, so I don't really want to see them two because I saw the last one a long time ago. And I didn't think Goldberg was in the shape he was in. It really surprised me in the shape he was in. So.
Oh yeah, I totally agree, man. I seen the actual photo shoot that he had that WWE had posted up on YouTube today, and I was stunned, man. I was absolutely stunned.
So now that he actually showed up and I actually see him, and still got the kind of like the attitude he had, I'm kind of excited about this match now.
You think it's gonna be better than the last one?
Oh man, you know what? I think it will be, because I think this is maybe Goldberg. Well, it depends. Goldberg might do more. It depends on how he handle this match, but I'm thinking it's gonna be better than the last one they had. I think so.
I hope so. It better be, man. It better be. Reg, what's your thoughts, brother?
Man, I'm when I saw the promo for it, I was kind of excited for it, but Goldberg, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've always been a Goldberg fan, but I'm sort of leaning toward Brock, man. I'm liking the attitude that Brock has now.
Well, Brock is always, he's always been that cocky and arrogant type person, but I think he's only pretty much taken over that role since he actually came back into the WWE. I think for myself, when it comes to this whole match, I hope. I don't know. I've learned my lesson as far as trying to put expectations on a match or just on anything. If it's anything dealing with entertainment, like I've learned my lesson. Like I said, the last podcast after that Batman v Superman, and so it's like now I don't even want to really go into it with high expectations. I think I'm gonna keep them kind of low and let them surprise me. Hopefully, it's like a good 10-15 minute match and nothing short like 5 to 7 minutes, because that'll be a blower, man, if that's the case, because I think with the match that they had in WrestleMania, they spent more than half the match actually just standing in the ring staring at each other. And when they actually started fighting, then the match, I mean, everyone had pretty much tuned out of it because they spent so much time just wasting and not doing nothing. So
Yeah.
I'm glad Goldberg is in shape. I'm glad he really, took it serious and got himself into shape. And like I said, with the photo shoot that he did, man, he looks fantastic. I mean, he definitely looks fantastic. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I really, really don't know.
I'm
I
thinking,
just,
I'm thinking Goldberg gonna win, man.
I hope he does.
I think gonna win, man, because it seems like it'd be just a waste for him to come back so dramatic and lose this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
won the last one, right?
yeah, he won the last one.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win this one too for some reason. I just don't see him letting Brock beating the shit out of him. He's just done for the last match, unless Goldberg is planning to come back to WWE on a regular basis, that he may lose to keep that drama going.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on how they kind of write it, I guess, in a way.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to figure out what they might do. I'm thinking it'd be one or two things. Is he gonna win it? That's really his last match ever, or he gonna lose it because he's gonna be coming back and wrestle more, and it'll be like a little thing to him and Brock.
Mm-hmm. What
Is
you
it-
about to say, Rich?
And see, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but after seeing Raw Monday night, I'm thinking, they just stared each other down. If Goldberg was going to come back to WWE and be in it for a while, they would have had him attack him or something. You know what I'm saying? To build up that drama, so when they get into the match tomorrow night, he'd lose and then come,
Mm-hmm.
keep that Brock thing going.
I mean, dude, do you think it's a good idea to have them to get into something physical, like right before the pay-per-view? Like for me, I'm the type of person of like if you look at the whole Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura and how they've been building that whole match this entire time, like they've done a hell of a job as far as building that tension and getting everybody to want to see it.
Yeah, they're going that.
And I'm a big fan of that as far as like not having the two wrestlers fight each other right before an event is going to happen. I mean, it gets everybody wanting to actually see it more and more and more when you don't actually have that physical confrontation between the two individuals. So I think the excitement is there, but I believe along with myself and a lot of other individuals, they're pretty much on the cautious side and not knowing what to expect and not knowing how the match is actually going to go.
Well, I think that's a good thing with them. Like you said with Samoa Joe, them fighting all the time was perfect because they kind of still can go at it. They in the ring all the time. They can go at it. But with Goldberg, even though Brock is good to go wrestling, Goldberg hasn't been doing that much. I think it's good, it's smart not to do anything yet because what if he does? What if he looks weak? Then people are gonna lose interest in the match, right? Because he's not really in wrestling form. But if you keep him with his attitude on stage, looking big, looking like Goldberg, you don't know if he can still wrestle or not. So your mind, in the past he was pretty decent. He wasn't a great wrestler or wrestle technique, but he was still better shape and able to do more stuff back then. You knew that from back then. So now you still had that thought that maybe he still can do the same thing or not. But if you see him get in the ring and try to lift up Brock and he can't do it or he messed up a move before the actual pay-per-view start, you could be like, I really want to see this shit. Because he can't even wrestle anymore. So I think it's probably a smart move.
And that's the thing that a lot of people will be afraid of if something like that were to happen. I think the good thing that they've done is that they've had him do something physical, but it hasn't been anything with Brock. It's been with Paul Heyman. It's been with I forgot the guy's name already. The Russian guy. It'll name it hit me when I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
But then with the stuff with the security guards and stuff in the last episode of Raw. So I think something like that is good to do, but not anything physically with Brock until the actual match tomorrow.
Yeah. So I pick Goldberg for the match. Who y'all picking?
I'm gonna go with Goldberg.
Reg?
I'm slightly leaning towards Goldberg, but I'm thinking Brock.
All right, you got Brock. Cool. All right, so we'll see
Well,
tomorrow.
we'll wait till tomorrow, see how it all goes.
Yeah. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what y'all think. Who's gonna win that, Brock or Goldberg?
Absolutely. Next topic we have is the Nintendo Switch. Now this is a very interesting thing. And the thing about this with the Nintendo Switch is I don't know how in the hell this is going to go. I don't know how it's going to do. We all know that this is the newest system that is actually slated to be released in what time frame we don't know yet. I don't know if you guys know, but it was someone that was streaming on Twitch that actually had their hands on the Nintendo Switch a lot earlier, and they actually showed this on their stream. I can't remember the guy's name, but I'm pretty sure if anyone's listening to this podcast and you know who it is, leave the person's name down below. But I seen a video clip of it, and it was this black guy. I really can't remember the guy's name, but he showed it on camera. It looks legitimate. But my thing is, for you gentlemen, is what are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch for one? And do you think it's going to flop like all the rest of the previous systems that they have came out with recently?
I'm liking the whole everything about the Switch. I'm loving everything about it. As far as it being a flop, I really don't. I know it's going to sell better than the Wii U. Right off the bat, because
I would agree.
Because it's going to be handheld, and you can lock it into a base and play it at home. So, and then the games that you play at home, you can continue the game on your road trip. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to say right now, but yeah, I'm really loving the Switch.
What about you, Sincere?
I don't care what. No. I got a Wii U, man. I had a Wii U from way back. I played it like twice, and so I don't know, man. But it has its good things, I guess. I like the part where you can hook it up to the TV and you can use the TV as a monitor for it. It is good and portable. It has the SD card slot. That's a positive. But I think it's only going to be as good as the games are going to be, though. That's my thing right there. What Nintendo going to do for games? They're going to keep doing these kid games and slightly do some mature games, but they're not really getting deep into the Grand Theft Auto type stuff. I don't think in that. So I don't know. I think it's going to be only as good as a game. And you can only have so many Mario stuff. Mario might happen for a while, but after a while, you get tired playing Mario, and that's something that really sells on Nintendo, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But see, doing my research, that's the thing. I found out that a lot of the more gamer community games are going to be on the Switch. Not so much like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, but like Skyrim, Halo, those type games. Those companies have signed on to, start developing games for the Switch.
Yeah. I mean, I seen some videos where they have a esport team, and what they're doing, they playing what the game? I think it's called Splash, something like that. Splash.
Splatoon.
Yeah, and they're practicing. So they have the controls, the simple controls, and they all around, and they kind of playing together. I guess they can link them together somehow. So that's pretty dope right there. I mean, like I said, it has some cool, dope features, but I think Nintendo gonna mess this up strictly because of the games that they're gonna. And not only that, man, it's hard to stream Nintendo games online, man. They hit you with some copy strikes sometimes, man. And that's why you really don't see a lot of Nintendo games being played on YouTube or Twitch, because they hit you a lot of times with copy strikes.
Didn't Angry Joe had something to do with having a problem with the videos that got claimed that he had with Nintendo and reference to Nintendo?
I don't know what Angry Dude is, but yeah, it's a lot of people that had that problem before. So he probably was, yeah. So that's why I don't do any Nintendo stuff, because I don't want that strike, and it's the bad strike apparently.
Oh man.
So I don't
Yeah, that was
know. I don't know if they're
all bad.
still doing that now currently. This was like maybe I think a year or so ago. I really heard about it. I haven't heard much
Yeah.
recently.
And see the new CEO of Nintendo, Reggie, whatever his name is, I forget his name, but he said that he want to get that type of audience.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's working to get to that type of audience. He realized that that little kiddie market with the Mario and all that is it's okay, but it's not, and he wants to get more mature audience, and he's trying to get that audience. So
Well, I hope if they do that, then it could be something good because people are still trying to get console gaming on handheld devices, and
yeah,
this could be the first step to really get it done correctly if they have the games for it and Nintendo don't be jerks about everything. And yeah, it could work though.
yeah,
It could work.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this. I really have a bad feeling about this. I'm thinking, hopefully they don't. If they are planning on selling as many as they do, hopefully they don't treat it as a situation like as the Nintendo Mini does right now,
Yeah.
where they only put out a little bit to the like retailers, but then I'm going to release it on, let's say, holiday season, just so that way they know that they'll sell through X amount of them. And it's kind of upsetting for me, man, because I mean I grew up on Nintendo, and that was the one thing that I played a ton of. Like, even when like the Sega Genesis and everything was out, I was still playing Nintendo. And once like the PlayStation,
What?
dude, yeah, dude,
What?
brother was going through that struggle, man. I had to deal with the system that I had with for a long time, and then eventually, like when the Super Nintendo came out, I had to wait like a year for that to even to for that to be out for a while before I could even think about getting that system. So I was always like a console behind each one that actually came out. So for me, it was good to see like the Nintendo do so good, but then it seems as though like right after the Nintendo 64, like it's like every console that they have has flopped, and it's sad that that's the case. So I hope and pray like deep
Excuse me.
down like it all kind of reverses its way back around and things get much better for them. But the way that they've handled the marketing and everything like that, it hasn't been good within like recent memory. So I think a lot of people, including myself, might be, on the cautious side and not knowing what to expect. And I'm right along with you, Sincere. Like, I'm one of the individuals that got a Wii U, and I got it for the wife. And it gets touched every once in the blue moon. It doesn't get touched that often because of the simple fact that it's more of like kids market, and there's not really too many games that are released for like mature audiences or
Yeah.
anything like that. And I think that kind of deters a lot of people, man. That deters a lot of people when it comes to something like that.
Yeah, it's weird though because the two don't make a lot of money, man. Like, I'm like, how do you make
Yeah.
this much money? Because it's like Donald Trump, man. People say, well, I don't play it, but how they keep selling stuff, man?
yeah,
And
yeah.
just wait until the mobile game come out. I think it's like the Super Mario Run or something like
Yeah,
that.
dude, they be
And
like outselling PlayStation and Xbox, man. Like,
yeah,
who doing it? If they say
things
they're
go
not doing
right.
it.
Yeah, when things go right, that's what happens.
It's
But
crazy.
it just depends on how they market everything.
Yeah, yeah. And I did say they have a SD slot. I don't know if they have an SD slot. I know they have a card game slot where they put the card in. So I thought they had an SD slot, but I'm not 100% sure.
But I think the biggest thing, or the two biggest things, that's going to be the deciding factor on whether or not the people are really going to buy it is the battery life for one, but then also the memory that comes along with it as well too.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a huge thing for anyone that's trying to take it, on the go and be mobile about it. And you probably got to have, some portable batteries to take along with you just to have something to plug into. So
Yeah. It's gonna be
when
interesting
you
to
look
see
at it, yeah,
a lot of reviews on it. When the reviews come out, then we'll be for sure and see what they're actually gonna be like.
yeah, totally agree, totally agree.
Yeah.
All right, so next one, since we got Thanksgiving coming up, In a matter of days, man. It's not too far away. I know I'm anxious for it. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. That is my absolute favorite time of the year.
I can wait,
Get
man. I'm tired of being fat, man. God damn, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm eat up so much shit already. I can already know it, man. I'm gaining weight right now thinking about it, man.
So for y'all, including myself, what is the absolute most needed food that you have to have there?
Oh man.
It gotta be.
Gravy, chicken,
No
I
doubt.
was bullshit. I'm bullshit.
Man,
Go ahead, Red. Go
no
ahead.
doubt. No, it's a tie between macaroni and cheese,
Hmm.
sweet potato pie.
Okay.
Good
You
choices.
ever had buffalo mac and cheese before?
No, one year I made some all white mac and cheese. That was pretty good. But
Cheese is
nah,
you
not buffalo.
white cheese?
Yeah, all white cheese and
Okay.
no cheddar whatsoever. Not even the white cheddar. But I use I hit it off with some blue cheese, some mozzarella, some not parmesan, but provolone
Okay.
and mustard.
That's a racist ass. That's some racist shit right there. What's wrong with the white cheese, yo? What's wrong with the white cheese? That's some racist macaroni you got there, man. Nah, that's bullshit. It's just all good though. It's all good. I think for me, what I gotta have my brother make this bomb ass dressing that recipe from his mom. So for me, only thing I like to eat when I eat Thanksgiving food is dressing, sweet potato pie, ham, and my wife's candy yam. My wife makes the ham and the candy yams, and I gotta
Okay.
eat it like I gotta get some dressing. I gotta get a piece of that ham and a piece of pie on the same fork or spoon and eat it together, man.
On the same
On the same one, yo. You gotta do it like that, man. Everybody say the same thing y'all say,
Yeah.
man. It is good that way, man.
See, that's what I'm talking about. My wife get mad at me because I mix stuff like that. Mix it together and get them flavors.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
no! See, people don't know about that shit, man. People are tripping. If
Oh.
if you're not mixing food together in one swap,
But you ain't eating.
then yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, man. That is the total way I see it. It just depends on what it is, though, because you can't have something like chitlins and then put that together.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like you can't do that. Like chitlins already is the bad move. Like chitlins I don't eat chitlins for one. Let me clear that up. 'Cause
Yeah.
It smells like straight ass and all types of stuff. So for one, if you eating chitlins with something else, then you tripping. Like you shouldn't even be putting chitlins in your mouth. In my opinion, it shouldn't even be it shouldn't be close to your mouth.
You cannot mix chitlins. You ain't never lying, dude.
Dude. Like, cause chitlins, it already has an odor when it's being cooked,
Yeah.
and it's not anything it's not one of those appeasing aromas. It's one of those things where you need to be out of the kitchen, and you don't need to be anywhere close to the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, if something does not smell appealing for me, that's strike number one, and I'm not going to taste it, which is strike number two, and it's not going in my stomach, which is strike number three. So already, it's not looking good from the jump.
Yeah.
If it
Toss some
smells
pig
good,
salad.
if it smells good, then I'm like, all right, I gotta taste that. I gotta see what it is. I gotta see what it tastes like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't toss pig salad, man.
Nah, hell nah, man. Hell nah.
Yeah, man.
I'll be damned.
It's that seasoned food with the sweetness, man, that makes it jump off, man. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah.
But man, I gotta have sweet potato pie. Pumpkin pie works too. But it gotta be together, man. And that's just that's all I eat, man. I don't eat no turkey, no green beans.
Really?
Nah, man, I don't do all that. It's gets in the way, man. That's in my way.
Yo. So that's the reason why you get vinegar, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I eat all the fat stuff, man. Yeah, man. I guess in the way, man.
I would say for me, man, it's got to be that honey baked ham for sure.
Mm-hmm.
As a given. Homemade mashed potatoes, like not from that instant potatoes or that you get out the box. I'm talking about actually using the potatoes and
Smashing them
yourself.
shits.
Yeah, exactly, man.
My wife do that shit. It'd be good too.
That is the greatest thing in the world for me, man. And it's like I love the mac and cheese too, but if you don't have honey baked ham, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't know a black house or any household that I know of that don't have ham.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has ham.
Yeah.
If you don't have ham, then don't invite me over. I'm telling you now, cause
Man.
I'm like, I don't even want to. I mean, it's good to be around company because I know it's not all about the food. It's always about your family and friends and the enjoyment that you get around those individuals. But it's always good to have food to sit back and eat because that's like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. For me, I gotta have the honey baked ham and I gotta have the homemade mashed potatoes, man.
Yeah, you gotta have ham.
Everything
That's
else I can deal with. But if I got honey baked ham, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, collard greens don't really matter, green beans don't really matter, regular greens don't really matter. But like I said, as long as I don't see chitlins, I'm good. I don't
My wife
don't want to see. I don't want to have chitlins in my sight line when I'm going through a line of food, trying to decide what I want to eat.
My wife over here talking about ain't no ham this year, messing with me.
Oh nah, man.
Piece of ham.
Let the wife do some shit. Let the wife. Oh my God.
Oh, that's straight divorce right there.
That's straight divorce.
That-
They said straight divorce right there, man. Shit.
I wouldn't go that far, man. It'll be time out. Like, you know how you get those kids that stand in the corner with the back turned like Blair Witch.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Just face the corner. Don't look at me. Just face the corner. It'll be one of those type of things.
Yeah.
Now
What about something you don't want to like? I don't like stuffing. Like, what the hell is stuffing?
Really?
I want no stuffing. It may be dressing, man. Dressing.
You don't like stuffing?
No, man. Who eats stuffing on Thanksgiving, man? That ain't real, man.
I do.
What?
Hell yeah. Yes.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God! It needs to be dressing, not
Oh.
stuffing.
Yeah. Digging
Really?
it out the turkey butt, man. Come on.
No. Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me clear this up. Let me be clear.
What? Wait. Are you talking about the stove top stuffing crap?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
no,
not-
what?
I'm
Oh
talking
my
about-
God! Come
no.
on! I give him a
No.
song.
Hold on.
All right. Let's give him a
clear that
chance.
part
Let's
up,
give him a
too.
chance.
Let me clear that part up too.
All right.
For me, the only stuffing I will eat is my mom's. I don't know how she makes it. I know it's not from the stovetop, but she makes it somehow, and it's not from the turkey's ass. I know that much for sure. Because turkey's ass and pig shit is what I'm not eating. Those two things is a no. It's not even close. So for me, if I eat stuffing on Thanksgiving, it is only my mom's. That is it. I don't eat no one else's because I don't know how they fix it. I don't know where to get it from. So,
Okay.
in my opinion, that is the only type of stuffing that I eat is my mom. So that is the only thing about that when it comes to stuffing that I will eat on Thanksgiving.
Does she put giblets in it?
No.
God
No,
damn.
she puts all other types of stuff in it, man. I don't. It's hard to explain, man. I got to bring you a plate, brother.
What about
When you see the
apples?
plate,
What about apples in it?
she might put maybe some sausage.
Sausage.
Apples definitely.
Sausage.
Maybe sausage.
All right.
Yeah, maybe
I
sausage.
give you a pass because of the sausage.
Maybe sausage.
Okay,
But the apples she definitely don't do.
All right.
But I'm telling you, brother, I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna put it on the Instagram. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I'm gonna post it on YouTube so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about.
By the way,
If you see it-
that's some good plugging right there. Follow us all
Yeah.
on Instagram, okay?
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. So when you see it, trust then y'all will understand what I'm talking about. You would totally understand what I'm talking about.
What about you, Red? What food you don't want there?
Oh man, I don't. You know what? Being from the South, being black, I'm tired of collard green.
Oh no! What? No! What's wrong with you two?
Man,
I can't wait to hear
hold
what
on.
you
Wait a
gotta
minute.
say,
Wait a minute. Check this out. I've been eating this junk ever since I was what? Born. Almost 50 years old. Tired of that, man. Give me a taco or something, man. God. Oh.
How you tired of collard greens, man?
But, hey, I grew up on the farm, man. My daddy We used to grow that junk every year. Go out there and pick it, bring it home, clean it, cook it, eat it. Tired of it.
You had enough of it.
Sound kind of bitter there, brother.
Yeah, he started getting hostile. My bad. It's all personal right there. It's like getting personal now. So much on your mind.
All right, so I can't wait to hear what this is. So I'm dying to hear this, man. If you ridicule us for what we talking about, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah.
What, me?
Yeah.
Stuffing was mine. It was stuffing. Stuffing. I want to see stuff in there. That's it.
It's no particular reason why. Is it a particular reason why not stuffing?
It's fake dressing. that's how I look at it.
Dressing.
Yeah, it's just fake dressing, like the beer that just says beer. It's just not. it ain't Budweiser. It's just beer. It's stuffing, man. It's not the same as dressing, man. That's all. This is my thing. Other than that, I eat everything else. But my main three are just those what I said. But yeah, that's it. So like stuffing, man. Oh boy, y'all crazy.
It's not as bad as it seems, man. It's not as bad as it seems. Just because it ain't cakes and pies don't mean it's a bad thing.
Well, we all in one agreements. We don't like chitlins.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, totally. I think that is unanimous. That is absolutely unanimous there. And kind of piggybacking off the whole Thanksgiving thing now. Oh gosh, family fucking members. Where to start? Who? I don't know how to start this, man. So, out of all family members, and you don't have to name anybody specifically, but you can kind of give a ballpark of like different types of family members that you don't want to see at the whole get together at Thanksgiving. Like, what would be, I guess, your top three? I can't say top five because that'd be way. I can't say top five. So I'll leave it at top three. Like, what will be the top three type of family members that you don't want to see at the Thanksgiving get together? And we can all kind of chime in as we go along, but if it's one of those things where we agree, then we don't have to give, different ideas unless it's something else that we just don't see.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna start it off.
All right.
The family member that you like tell a story to, and then they come back and tell you the same story you just told them, but they switch it around and make it seem like it was them.
Yeah.
You got that type of family member, man? No. I don't have that type. I don't have that type. I can honestly say I don't have that type. But I know if I would chop all shits out of them. I know I would.
And they be telling you to say it, and I be standing there looking at them like, really?
I've never had that type of family member to do something like that.
Yeah, I got that type too, man. And then at the end, they try to switch it up something totally different, though. Like they created it, but really the whole story, what you told them, to the very, very end, it changes.
Like how I can't, and I don't want to talk about nobody's family member, but that's got to be the dumbest goddamn thing that I've heard of anyone being that bold to tell someone else, that person that just told you a story, the same exact thing, but try to switch up one or two things to make it seem like their own.
But users is a family member that don't know they doing it. They're not doing it on purpose. They just don't remember they doing it. That's the deal.
How does that happen though?
I don't know. But it's like they're not doing it on purpose. They really think they're telling you a brand new story. I've been there.
What about you? What's another one?
The one that don't bring shit. But always want to season your stuff. Ain't no season this one. There's more salt on this one. You didn't bring nothing. You want to season everybody else's food.
Oh man, I do. I think we all have that type. That type of family member.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. what's the one that I have that I absolutely hate?
And the one that's regular.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The one that's regular. Why you got that shit 6 times on Thanksgiving, man?
I'll say the surprise invites that you never sent to no one that they just figured they could just pop up and think it's all good. Yeah, like you open the door and you see them. They're like, "Hey, what's up, man?
With some chicken,
Like,
with some chicken
what are you doing
McNuggets.
here?" Yeah, I'm like, "What are you doing here? Like, I didn't tell you to come over. Hey, man, I thought it was all right for me to come over. Like, did I talk to you? Like, are you serious, man? Like, are you kidding me?
I just can't.
Like those, that's the type I hate, man. I really hate those types. Now, if it's a close friend that, of course, that you don't mind seeing, it's understandable because I mean, y'all talk on the regular, y'all keep in contact, but you just don't see each other. So something like that is different. But if you just got that random ass family member that you just don't talk to, you don't see, and he knows where you stay at because he probably heard word from somebody else and got your address and just figured that he could just pop the fuck up like it's cool. Like, man, you trying to get drop kicked out off the porch, like not at the front door. You trying to get drop kicked off the porch for doing something like that, man.
Yep.
I don't know, man, but other than that, those I would agree, man. I think those are the best 3 that you could possibly think of, man.
Yeah, I think all those are good ones. You got another
one more.
What's up?
The one that's a country bumpkin, think he know everything and don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing. Preaching to you.
I think that's a lot of family members too. Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of annoying. They tell you everything that you should do and they ain't done nothing.
Yeah. I had a family member say, "Yeah, man, people don't know how God work, man. God work in mysterious ways, man. And God told me if I did this for a whole year, he gonna let me win the lottery. And you ain't did it yet. You ain't did it yet. You must don't want that lottery money."
That means the devil's stronger than God because you ain't doing it. The devil holding you down.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, this was a fun podcast, man. This was a real fun podcast. I think that pretty much wraps it up on our end, man, as far as with the topics on this podcast.
Yeah.
We will definitely try to get another one out to you guys very, very soon. In regards to Christmas and whole gift giving and fucked up gifts and things of that nature. So yeah, that's going to be another good one to kind of touch on as well too.
Yeah.
So
hey, don't forget to leave comments below about your thoughts on the Brock Goldberg match. What foods you like for Thanksgiving? Your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch, and what family members you don't want around on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, Reg, you want to leave anything for the people?
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, because I know I am.
Yeah, same, because we want to see y'all again after Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. Be safe out there. Don't eat too much, because like Red said, I am.
I'm going to go the opposite route. I'll say eat as much shit as you can and get as full as you can, because I sure will. You best believe I sure will.
And don't be taking 6 shits on Thanksgiving.
or worse, don't go into someone's house being a guest and you break the bathroom.
Oh, don't stuff that toilet. Stuff your face.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that, because that'll be the worst thing that you can do.
That's a good one.
That rep will be with you for the rest of your life.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But that would do it for us, man. I am your man, TaylorMadeBoi. I'm here with Sincere B and Reg 1167 as usual.
Yeah.
Thank you guys again for joining us for episode 2 of the Trifecta podcast, and we will see you guys after Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, guys. See you later.
Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.
Yep. Peace, y'all.
Welcome to the Trifecta podcast.